Thank you once again, family, for joining us on Live with Chatufa. As you know, the University of Zimbabwe has been plunged into a big chaos by ZANU PF and Mnangagwa. After the strike of the lecturers, some months now back there, they have not wanted to resolve the problems that lecturers are complaining about. And up to this day, no meaningful education or learning has been taking place in the University of Zimbabwe. But it's unfortunate that ZANU PF and Mnangagwa want to pretend as if all is well, like there is no crisis whatsoever, like everything was just flowing normally. Mnangagwa and ZANU PF politicize University of Zimbabwe, proceed to keep students with incomplete modules. Just imagine that students that have been kept were not attending classes for months now. I don't even remember how many months it is. I think it's more than maybe close to 4 or 5 months now from the time that we started talking about the University of Zimbabwe and the lecturers on strike. But just imagine that Mnangagwa does not care that these people did not go through the courses completely, and he proceeds to go and keep them and just flood them in the market. Why are we doing this? And when you look at this is all politics. Mnangagwa and ZANU PF are just politicizing this. They know that it's going to be a political clawback if they are not going to be graduates this year at the University of Zimbabwe because of the strike of the lecturers. So they want to pretend and sweep the problems under the carpet and pretend as if there is no problem. I know that, many students can be happy about it, or even maybe parents can be happy that, no, at least our children are going through. But I don't think it is fair to the quality of our education. I don't think it is fair also to other students or even those that have graduated and qualified. And this is not also right for our economy. If we are going to be bringing in people that are semi-skilled, we have not totally completed their course, because politics had to intervene there and end up producing half-baked people. I don't think that is to our advantage at all. And it is really very regrettable that ZANU PF and Mnangagwa have lowered the standards of our education to that level. So Nick Mangwana is heavy here. He is here again, heavily, bootlicking his boss. He says today, that was yesterday, His Excellency President and Chancellor of all universities, Dr. Ambudzo Mnangagwa, will preside over University of Zimbabwe's 44th graduation ceremony at the University of Zimbabwe grounds in Harare. And, I don't know. Well, it might look okay for some, but this is totally unacceptable. And this is far from being okay. And this is what happened yesterday. I understand that even Dexter Nduna, who failed last time, has graduated. I think he graduated because whatever he was supposed to correct has not been corrected, but his name is just being pushed over for graduation. Lynn says here, fake graduation. Some modules were not taught because of strikes and results were made up. Such a shame that leaders are shamelessly presiding over sham without shame. That's what is happening. But nobody cares. Well, as for ZANU PF, as long as they can politicize all things and everything looks normal. That's what they are actually now rigging the education system, like the way they rig elections, the way they want to rig the economy. They are also rigging our education system, and it's quite regrettable. The whole world is aware of what is happening in the University of Zimbabwe. And imagine how we are going to be treated, how these graduates will be treated if they go out holding certificates from Zimbabwe. Certificates from Zimbabwe are now beginning to become a big problem, because you are now going to be doubted whether you really went through the education or not, because of this very problem that Mnangagwa and ZANU PF are creating. Politicizing the education system is not going to benefit anyone or any nation. We are actually disadvantaging our people, who might be looked at with a different eye by the world. And yet some were really geniuses, some were really working hard, and they were supposed to come up with the flying colors. But this is what it is, but it's very sad and very, very unfortunate. But this is the reality that is on the ground. We need new leaders. Zimbabwe needs new leaders. Mnangagwa ZANU-PF, Zvigananda. These are not the right people for Zimbabwe. These are the worst people that have ever happened to any nation. And they don't care what happens, how they destroy the nation, and how our reputation as a country is being eroded. As long as they are in power, as long as their politics is covered up and it looks like it's moving, they don't care what happens to us. But this is the reality that is on the ground. Thank you once again for joining me on Live with Chatufa. We shall be meeting later on our main channel, Chatufa TV Productions, where we shall be giving you more of what is happening in the nation.